Hey guys, it's Kaylin here. I am so excited to bring you another 60-minute full body Pilates mat workout. So this is going to be a little faster moving, more high energy. We are going to be working the whole body. So we've got upper body, we've got lower body, we've got core, and of course adding in that flexibility and mobility as well. So I heard you guys on the last community post, which is actually the first community post I've done, and you guys are wanting some more of that, those longer full body workouts. So we're bringing that to you here in this video. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna start here in standing and do our standing roll downs to find some mobility and also to start connecting into our core. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn sideways for you guys. I want you to find all four corners of your feet. So really ground through your feet here, spread your toes, really feel the whole top of the foot, middle and back of the foot there, nice and grounded. Legs are hip distance apart here. I want you to feel your spine growing tall, but as you do that, feel your shoulders draw down your back. I want you to take a deep inhale here. And then on your exhale, chin comes towards the chest. We roll down through the spine, keep the arms and the head nice and heavy. And once you get to wherever you can, keeping those legs straight, take an inhale. On your exhale, go ahead and stack the spine, coming back up. And again, inhale at the top. Exhale, roll it down, chin towards chest. Feel that stretch in the back of the neck and the shoulders. Good, bring it all the way down. Inhale here. Exhale, let's go ahead and bring it back up. Stack the spine till the head lifts. We've got one more like that. Chin to chest. Roll it down, peel down one vertebrae at a time. That's where we find that mobility, that spinal flexibility. Inhale here. Exhale, go ahead and stack the spine, bring it all the way back up. All right, now staying up in a tall standing position, we're just gonna find some flexion and extension. So I want you to start to open the heart and chest on your inhale as you bring those arms back behind you and open, and then exhale, round through your spine, draw your fingers together. I'm gonna face the side so you can see. So we're gonna inhale as you open, exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, you can bend the knees a little bit as you round the spine. Let's do two more. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Good, finding that nice tall spine here again. We're gonna find a little side bending. So go ahead and take a deep breath in, inhale, arms lift. Exhale, bring that left arm up overhead as you reach to the right. So you can come up off that opposite foot a little bit, just onto the toe. Good, now inhale, both arms come back up to the ceiling. Exhale, other arm comes over. Good, so keep alternating here. Inhale and exhale. Good, inhale, exhale. Let's do one more each side. Inhale, exhale, last one. Good, both arms down, both feet down. We're just gonna finish with a nice, easy rotation. So let your arms just be nice and loosey-goosey here. So let them just go, don't hold any tension. And then start to twist those arms side to side, twisting your body, looking over that shoulder. So don't worry about keeping the legs and the pelvis steady. Just keep everything moving. Just make this feel good. A couple more each side. And then go ahead and steady those feet. All right, we're gonna go ahead and come down to the floor. So go ahead and cross those ankles and you're gonna come to a seated position. So see if you can bring yourself all the way back down and go ahead and sit on your mat. We're gonna move right into our seated half rollbacks. So I want you to scoot yourself just a little more forward on your mat. Have your legs about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. And then go ahead and bring those arms in front of you, shoulders down, spine is nice and lifted here. Take your inhale, exhale, pull the belly back. As you come just halfway back, inhale to bring yourself back up to seated. And then exhale again, scoot back, pull back, and inhale to lift. Because you're imagining that your spine is in a C curve when you come back, and it's staying in that curve as you lower halfway down, and then you come forward and then lift back up. Good, so let's do 3 more. Last 2. Good, last one, go ahead and stay halfway down. We're gonna rotate, so we're gonna rotate right and left, right, left. So for this one, pelvis and legs stay steady, just that upper torso rotates. And think of everything in your upper torso, including the arms, including the head, are all moving in that same direction. Let's do 1 more set. Twist, twist, good, hold here forward, and roll all the way back up. So we're gonna move into full rollback, still seated with the knees bent, arms are gonna come forward. Inhale here, exhale, roll down. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, chin to chest, peel the spine up as you come all the way back up. So this time you're coming bone by bone all the way to the floor. Arms lift back behind you. Exhale, peel the spine off and lift. Good, and again, roll it down. Reach the arms back. Good, roll it up and lift. 2 more. This one's too much. Stick with those half rollbacks where you just come halfway back, or you can even use your hands here for a little more support behind the legs if you need it. Good, and this one I want you to come down, down, down till you get to the tips of the shoulders. Walk your feet in, keep your arms down by your sides, and do marching. Right leg comes to tabletop, place it down. Left leg lifts and lower. Good, right and lower. So pelvis is steady. If you need to bring your head down for this, go ahead and do that. All the way to the floor. Good, right and left. So control and stability here is the name of the game. Good, 2 more sets. And 2, last one, and 1. Good, left foot down, lower the spine all the way to the floor. Arms are gonna come out to a T, and then we draw those legs into tabletop. We're gonna do a lower body twist. So I want you to inhale as you drop your legs over to the right, opposite shoulder stays onto the mat. Exhale, lift up through center. Inhale over to your other side. And exhale, center. Keep those legs in that tabletop position. It is very common here to kind of let the feet drop by the bottom and pulling the legs closer in towards the body. I want you to keep those knees still right above the hips. Good, 2 more sets. Inhale, exhale, center. Good, inhale over. Good, last set. Think belly to spine as you pull into center. Last one. All right, let's place both feet onto the mat. Arms are gonna come back down by your sides. We're gonna set up for bridge, but before we do full bridge, we're gonna do our pelvic curls. So walk your feet closer to your body. Arms down by your sides, nice long neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Take your inhale here. On your exhale, flatten your low back into the mat as you tuck your pelvis under. And then inhale, lengthen back forward. And just continue that small movement in that lower back. Just loosening up that lower back just a little bit more as we start to get ready for that full bridge here in just a little bit. Good, let's do 3 more. 3. Last 2. Last one. All right, so now we're gonna continue that into full bridge. So taking your inhale here, exhale, tuck the tailbone under, peel the spine off. Inhale to that nice straight line at the top. Exhale, lower back down. Beautiful spinal mobility. Inhale, pelvis releases. And exhale, we do that again, roll it up. Good, reach here through the knees. Inhale. And exhale. All the way down and release. Good, let's do 3 more. Bridging is one of those exercises that I really try to do every day. This one just feels so good to me to get that back moving, the spine. If I can open up the front of the hips and my quads here, start engaging through the hamstrings. I just love any sort of bridging exercise. All right, so on this next one, go ahead and come up to full bridge and then keep yourself there. All right, we're going to do toe tap. So draw that right leg to tabletop, tap the toe down and lift. Good, tap and lift. So your goal here is to keep driving through that left glute, left heel to stay in that neutral parallel position with your pelvis. Good, last one, tap and lift, and then place that foot down, even your hips off if you need to. Switch to the other side, and we tap, lift. Good, tap, lift. You're gonna feel one side is probably gonna feel stronger than the other. Easier to hold those hips up. Let's do 2 more, tap and tap. Good, bring that foot down. We're gonna switch back to the other side. So right leg's gonna come to tabletop. This time extend the leg up towards the ceiling. We inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Lower, lift. Again, pelvis stays steady. If you need to go back to that tabletop toe tap, go ahead and do that. Good, last one. Good, bend that knee, place that foot down, switch to the other side. Good, and then lift that leg straight up. And lift. Lower, lift. Good, last 3. You got this, 2 and 1. Lift that leg up, bend that knee, place that foot down, even those hips off, and then roll down through the spine. Draw the legs in here. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick water break. This would be a great spot for you guys to take a quick pause as well. And we will be right back here. All right, so if you're still on your back here with me, I want you to go ahead and rock yourself up to a seated position and then bring yourself to your front of your mat for rolling like a ball. So you're gonna have those legs tucked in towards you. Go ahead and start to bring your forehead to your knees, shoulders down, elbows wide. And we're gonna start to inhale as we rock it back. Exhale, lift up, balance and hold. Inhale back, exhale, lift. So try not to bring those toes down to the mat, but find that core. That's where their exhale comes in as you lift up. Good, inhale back and lift. We've got 3 more. Keep that head tucked in. 2. Good, last one, lift and balance here at the top. All right, try not to bring your toes down. I just have to move myself back just a little bit. We're gonna slowly come down into single leg stretch. So as you start to slowly come down, you start to reach that left leg long and pull that right leg in, and then we switch. So you're staying here in your ab curl, right? This is our single leg stretch, the first exercise of our abdominal series. Good, switch, switch. We're not gonna do all of the abdominal series here in this one little section today. We're gonna break it up just a little bit. Good. Let's do 2, 2, 1, 1. Good, bring the knees in, lower the head down. All right, double leg stretch. So hands on top of the knees, come back into that ab curl, or keep your head down if you need to. Inhale, arms and legs go out in opposite directions. Exhale, pull it back in. Inhale, reach. Exhale in. Good, so your legs Only go so low that your core is staying supported. So lower is harder and more challenging. Higher is more of a modification for if you are still trying to strengthen that core. Good, last one. Good, lower it all the way back down. All right, now rock yourself up to seated. We're gonna move right into our side lying leg work. So go ahead and come onto your right side. And you're gonna stay lifted here onto your forearm for this one. You're gonna keep that bottom leg nice and bent. So make sure you stay lifted out of this shoulder, right? No sinking down and collapsing here. And we wanna reach that top leg long. Make sure your hip is stacked right over the other one. Shoulders and gaze are pointing forward straight ahead. And then we're gonna lift and lower that top leg. So you're probably not gonna be able to go as high as you would if you were laying all the way down. You're at an angle here with your upper body, so it's gonna make that more of a challenge to lift that leg. Good. Flex through that bottom ankle and really ground through this leg here for more stability. Good, let's do 2 and 1. All right, now keep the leg at hip height, flex the ankle. Go ahead and kick forward and point and pull it back. Good, kick, kick, and back. Kick, kick, and back. Good, where's your core? Right, just because we're here on the side doesn't mean we're not still using our core to find that stability. Good, last 2. Last 1. Good, rest the leg for just a second. We're gonna move into circles. We've got 2 more exercises for the legs. We're gonna move into a little side lying oblique exercise. But let's finish these last 2 leg exercises. Go ahead and bring that leg up to hip height, small circles. Good. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and we reverse it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release that leg down. All right, bend that top knee, place it right on top of the bottom one. Bring your feet up, toes stay touching, and then we open and close that top leg for clamming. So we open and close, feeling that outer hip and glute here. Good, if you do Pilates regularly and you do a lot of this side lying work, you know how good these exercises are for those glutes. Let's do 5, 4, that's it, last 3, and 2, last 1, good, bring the knees together, lower the feet all the way down. This one I want you to stretch out all the way onto your side. So your bottom arm is coming to the floor and both legs are gonna be reaching nice and long. You're in one straight line. We're gonna do what's called banana. So you wanna make sure that your hand is pretty far away from your mat because we're gonna be sliding that hand up towards the mat to come into that banana position. So top arm is on the floor, that hand is staying connected. We're gonna start just with the upper body first, so keep the legs on the floor, and then we're gonna lift that upper body. So you press into that bottom hand and then lower back down. Good, so we're gonna do that again. Lift up, so you're gonna feel those top obliques here as you contract and lift. That's it, let's do 2 more here with just the upper body. 2. And last one. Good, lower that head down onto the arm. Now just the lower body is gonna lift. So you're gonna lift and lower. They probably won't come up very high, that's okay. Lift, lower, because you're trying to keep those inner thighs squeezing together. Still feeling those obliques here as you lift. Last 2, last 1. Okay, now either stick with one or the other of those 2 options, or you can do both together. So upper and lower body, you're gonna lift together. This is why it's called banana, because you're gonna come into a banana shape as you lift up and lower down. So upper and lower body lift and lower. Just 3 more. 3. Last 2. And last one, lift and lower. Oh, I feel that in my obliques there. Hope you guys do too. Go ahead and pull those legs in, press yourself up to standing. We're gonna do that all on the other side. So go ahead and sweep those legs around. Come to your left side now. And gonna come onto that forearm again. Now, always with these, if you need to come all the way down to the mat, right, and do your side lying work from here, please go ahead and do it that way as well. All right, bottom leg is bent. Flex through that bottom ankle for some more stability. Press away from the floor with that bottom arm. Good, reach that top leg long, hips are stacked. We lift and lower. Good, lift. So you're probably already feeling, even in these exercises, those obliques starting to work right here in that lower part of the obliques as you lift that leg. Good, lift for 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Good, flex through that ankle, and we kick it forward and pull back. Good, kick, kick, and back. So when you come back, feel that hamstring and glute contracting. Good, kick forward and back. Good, for 3, last 2, last 1. Good, let it rest for just a second. Make sure that upper body, right, is still staying lifted here. Core's in, lift that top leg, small circles forward. So these circles are about the size of a dinner plate. They're not too big. Good, last 3, 2, 1. This side's a lot weaker. Let's go ahead and reverse. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, bend those knees. Place that top leg on top of the other. And we're gonna lift those feet here, moving into clamming. So we lift and lower. So feet stay glued together. That's it, good, lift and lift. Let's do 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring those knees together, bring the legs down, bring yourself all the way to the mat, still staying on that left side, moving into banana. So legs are reaching long, press that top hand into the floor as you start to lift just the upper body up and lower down. Good, lift and lower. So obviously you can get the upper body lifted higher when it's just the upper body moving, not the upper and lower body together. Good, let's do 3, 2, last 1. All right, now keep your upper body on the mat, just lift and lower the legs. Again, inner thighs squeeze together. This exercise does not move as smoothly if you're on carpet, still doable, but when you're moving that bottom hand, it's always nice to have it on a smooth surface. Okay, that's 2 and 1. All right, now again, stick with one or the other or put both together for that banana. And we go ahead and lift and lower. Good. And lift, lower. Just 3 more. 3. You guys got this. 2. Last 1. And lower. Very nice. Bring those legs in. Go ahead and press yourself up to seated. We're gonna do 3 full roll downs and do a little bit more seated work before we move on. All right, so moving into full roll-ups. Go ahead and face the edge of your mat. Legs are reaching nice and long. So I do love the full roll-ups, but if this does not work for you with your legs long, come to that half rollback version with your knees a little bit bent, okay? All right, so let's start with the arms forward. We're gonna reach over the legs, finding that beautiful curve in your spine. Take your inhale here, exhale, roll it down, bone by bone. Inhale, arms lift back behind you. Exhale, chin to chest, peel off, scoop the belly back, round forward. We have just 2 more like that. Shoulders down, arms lift back. And again, chin towards chest, round forward, lengthen over those legs. And last one. Good, inhale, arms back, reach it apart. Exhale, chin towards chest, round it forward. All right, coming back up to seated. Go ahead and separate those feet for your spine stretch. So flex those ankles. Lift up nice and tall. Bend your knees if you need to. Arms forward, chin to chest. Round it over as you pull the belly back and then lift back up. Good, so you're peeling the spine off one at a time as you come forward and then stacking to lift. And again, coming forward, reach and lengthen and lift. Just 2 more here. This one is so simple, but just feels so nice. And last one. Good, and lift. Staying in this seated position or moving right to saw. So arms out to a T. We inhale, rotate left, exhale, round forward. Fingers come to the outside of that left baby toe. Stack back up, rotate to the other side. And exhale, round over. Stack up, lift, rotate through center. Round, good, stack, lift, and center. So even with this rounding forward, you're thinking of peeling the spine down as you come forward, stacking the spine up to lift upright. So it's not just one motion. Let's do one more set. Good, lift through center. Last one, lift and center. All right, from here, we're gonna come into an all fours position. So just swing those legs back behind you, prop yourself up until you're in all fours. And once you're there, shoulders over wrists, knees under your hips, go ahead and find your cat and cow. So inhale, as we drop the belly into cow, and exhale as we round the spine, lifting up. And inhale again through center, drop the belly. Exhale, round and lift. Just 2 more. And last one. All right, now come to that nice long spine here, shoulders down, belly in, and then send that left leg straight back behind you so it's at hip height. Press your upper body away from the floor, and then find that stability, reach that right arm nice and long. And I want you to inhale as you tap the finger and the toe down to the floor, and then exhale, lift up. So it's inhale, tap, exhale, lift. It's really feeling that back body working as you lift arm and leg together. Good, tap and lift. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, lift, and then lower that arm and knee down. Switching to the other side. So go ahead and let's bring that right leg back at hip height. Good, press your upper body away from the floor, find that stability, send that left leg nice and long, left arm nice and long. And then we inhale, tap, toe and fingers down and lift. Good, tap and lift, tap, lift. Good, belly strong, so protecting your back. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then lower arm and hand down. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of planking here. So we're gonna start in forearm plank. So come down onto your forearms. Come onto those toes, so reach those legs back. All right, bring the hips down so they're in line with the rest of the body. All right, so we're gonna move into full plank from here and then into downward dog. So I want you to bring your right hand to the floor, press up. Left hand comes to the floor, we're in full plank. Then we lift the hips up, drop the heels, we're in downward dog. Now we bring the hips back forward, back into the plank, and then we lower the forearms back to forearm plank. Let's do that again. This time left hand comes to the floor, then right. Then we lift the hips up, drop the heels, downward dog. Go ahead and bring yourself back forward into plank. Good, lower back onto the forearms. We do that again. Right hand, left hand, downward dog. Lift, plank, forward, right arm, left arm. Then we do left hand, right hand, downward dog. Lift, good, bring it forward. The left arm, right arm. We have one more set. So it's right, left, hips lift, downward dog. Coming forward, plank, right arm, left arm. Then we do left hand, right hand, lift, downward dog. Good, back into plank and left arm, right arm. Drop those knees down, widen the knees, and then drop the hips all the way back. So we're in child's pose here. Just take a couple breaths here. Good, last breath. All right, so tuck those toes under. Good, walk your hands back. Just start to lift your knees up and keep your hands on the mat. See if you can straighten the legs as you do a forward fold, rounding over the legs. And this is just gonna bring us up to a full standing position as we roll through the spine and come all the way up. And we're gonna set up for some standing work. All right, now we're up and standing again. We're just gonna work on some more lower body. We're gonna do some squats. So legs are hip distance apart, toes and knees are facing forward. Nice tall spine here. We're gonna start to bring the hips back as we sink into the heels. Arms come forward and we lift up. Good, lower and lift. So we're trying to keep that chest lifted, core is nice and strong. Good, lower, lift. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Last one, stay here, nice and low, small pulses. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we come all the way up. Good, shake it out a little bit in those legs. And then we're gonna go ahead and find that wide squat. So toes turned out to the sides. All right, hips are nice and open. And we're gonna bend the knees in the direction of the toes as we bring the arms up to the side. And then we come up. Good, lower and lift. Lower and lift. We'll feel that in the inner thighs here. And open. Good. Make sure those knees are still tracking over the toes and not turning in. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Last one this time, hold. Lift your left heel, lower it down, lift your right heel, lower. Keep alternating here, keeping those hips low. Good. Feeling the burn. All right, you got it. All right. And lift. Good, 2 more sets. And lift. Last set. Good, and lift yourself all the way back up. Go ahead and turn the toes to face more forward here. Let's do a wide leg forward fold. So you're gonna hinge here at the hips as you come forward. If you can bring your hands to the floor, go ahead and do that. Maybe widen your feet a little bit and just let that upper body sink down towards the floor. Letting your head and neck relax. Taking some deep breaths. Feels good in the legs after those squats. Good, last breath here. Good, now I want you to lift up a little bit, heel toe your feet in, not all the way. You still wanna be in a wide leg here. And I want you to go ahead and turn yourself to your right so that your right leg is nice and straight. And the opposite hip here, the same hip of the leg that's forward is pulling back. Opposite hip is pulling forward. And maybe you separate the feet just a little bit, lift through your heart and chest, and then start to bring your upper body over that leg. So be a nice spot for some blocks or something to bring your hands up if it's hard for you to get those hands towards the floor. I want you to just feel that hamstring stretch on that right leg, on that right side. Good, one more breath here. Good, come back to center, over to the other side. This will be your left leg now. Try to really keep that whole foot planted into the mat. Pull that left hip back, right? Right hip pulls forward. Find a deep inhale as you lengthen your spine, and then exhale, lower. Good, inhale, and exhale. One more breath. Good, keeping those hands on the floor. Go ahead and walk yourself back to center. Good, still in that forward fold. Bring your hands to your hips, flatten your back, and go ahead and come all the way up to standing. All right, heel toe those feet in nice and close. And bring those heels together. Toes are gonna be apart. We're gonna come into a deep squat to bring ourselves all the way back down to the floor. So see if you can do this by keeping your arms out front here. You're gonna start to bend the knees out to the sides. As you do that, those heels are gonna lift. Good, you're trying to find that stability as you lower it all the way back down. All right, once you get there, I want you to widen those feet, drop the heels if you can, and just come into that nice deep squat here. All right, so here we are going to, I'm gonna take a bit of a break, and I want you to do the same if you need it, and then we will go ahead and continue on. All right, so we're gonna bring our hands now down back to the mat or to the floor, and then go ahead and come into a comfortable seated position for some upper body work. So I'm gonna come onto my knees. You guys can come onto into a cross-legged position if that's better for you. We are going to find a goalpost arm, so 90-degree angle here, right? Elbows stay in line with the shoulders. Now we're gonna open and close these arms. We're gonna close them together, forearms touch, and then we open, squeeze the shoulder blades together. So it's a close, open, okay, close, open. So as the arms and the shoulders start to get tired, they're gonna start to drop, right? The elbows are gonna start to come down, and they're gonna start to be more down here. I want you to try to stay lifted if you can. That's gonna work those shoulders even more. Good, and squeeze together, squeeze together. Even this together motion, right? Really thinking of contracting those muscles in the front of your chest and the front of your shoulders. Good, together. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, keep the arms in goalpost, but then reach them to the ceiling and then squeeze back down. Good, reach and squeeze, reach, squeeze. So the arms may come just slightly lower than the shoulders when you pull down to help contract the lower part of those traps and the lower part of the shoulder blades. Good, reach, squeeze. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, good. And then go ahead and straighten the arms out to the sides, long arm circles. So we're gonna circle those arms forward, trying to keep the rest of the body nice and still. I'm not sure what happened to my voice. It's getting a little raspy. Good, forward. Small little circles, feeling those shoulders. This helps to burn out that shoulder area. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we reverse. That's it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower those arms all the way down. All right. Coming on to the knees, or I'm sorry, coming onto your side with your knees bent. We're gonna do a nice side bend here. So you can come onto your, let's see, it'll be your right side if you're mirroring me, with your right hand on the floor. Now, you're gonna bring your hand a little bit farther forward so it's more in line with the knees there. And then you're gonna start to press into this hand as you lift up onto the knees, opening up to the side, open your heart and chest, and then lower back down. Keep that moving, good, lift up and lower. So you're pressing those hips forward when you come up. So you're in that nice, beautiful, long side bend. And lower. Let's do 4. And 3. Last 2. And last 1. Beautiful. And lower. I'm gonna sweep those legs over to the other side. And we set up on that left side. All right. And we're ready. Go ahead and lift up, open the heart, chest, and hips, and lower. Good, lift, open, and lower. Good, 4 more. 4. And 3. Last 2. And last one, lift and lower. All right, coming on back onto the hands and knees for just a tiny little bit. We're gonna do some Pilates push ups before we come all the way down to the floor. All right, so hands are gonna be right here under the knees. Go ahead and bring the hips forward now. Shoulders are over the wrists and the elbows are turned back so that they are facing towards your body, okay? So shoulders down, and in one straight line in your body, you bend those elbows and then press back up. So Pilates push-ups here. Good, which means narrow elbows, feeling more triceps. Good, bend and press. Nice job. Bend and press. You just have 3 more. 3. That's it. Last 2. Last 1. And then go ahead and this time lower yourself all the way down, all the way down. Beautiful, coming all the way to the mat. All right, now separate your legs a little bit. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Slide the shoulders down your back. Pull the belly button up. Inhale as you press into the hands, lifting the upper body. And then exhale, lower back down. And again, press into those hands, slide the shoulders down, lift the heart and chest, and lower. Let's do 4 more. And 4. Last 3. And 2. And last one. This time, come all the way to the mat. I want you to stack your hands one on top of the other so they're right underneath your forehead, and let that be a pillow for your hands. Now, elbows are out to the sides, legs are again long. Pull the belly in, keep your upper body on the mat as you lift the long legs. So we're gonna lift and lower here. Those legs are in a slight turned out position. We're feeling those glutes here and hamstrings. Mostly glutes as we lift and lower. Keep those shoulders sliding down toward the ribs. Good, lift and lift. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now bring your heels together as you bend your knees. So knees are still out to the sides, but heels are together. And do that same lift and lower here, but now driving the heels towards the ceiling. Lift, lift. Good. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower those legs back down. Come up onto your forearms for single leg kicks. So for these, elbows are under the shoulders. I want you to feel like you're dragging your arms towards your body and then lifting your heart. Collarbone is wide. Belly is pulling in and up. Walk those legs closer together before we get started. And then we're gonna flex through that right ankle as we kick that leg towards you, point the leg, reach it away. Kick, point and reach. Kick, and reach. Kick. So you should really feel this. Again, hamstrings, glutes. Make sure to keep that upper body lifted and active. And reach, kick, reach, kick. Good, we've got one more set after this. Kick, and bring it all the way down. All right, double leg kicks. So bring your right cheek to the floor, hands come behind your back. And you can go ahead and grasp your fingers together, or at least grab on with your left hand, maybe, and grab on two or a few of your fingers of your right hand. All right, so we're gonna pull the belly in. Good, feel the contraction and connection in your glutes. And we're gonna kick the feet to the buttocks 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Good, reach the legs long, lift the upper body and lower body together. Shoulders roll open, arms lift. Lower down, and we kick. Good, reach, long, lift. And lower, kick. And every time you come down, you're bringing that opposite cheek down to the mat. Kick. Good, lift, reach. And lower, kick. And reach, lower. We're gonna do one more set. Kick. Reach, lift. Lower, last one. Good, reach. And lower, bring the hands down to the mat. Press into those hands as you lift your body up, widen those knees. We're gonna sink back into that child's pose one last time. Good, coming all the way down with the upper body. This time I want you to walk your hands over to the left side of your mat, pulling your right hip back. I want you to sink your head and your chest back down and feel that stretch from your right hip all the way up that right side. Good, walk your hands back through center, over to the other side. So hands to the right, left hip pulling back. Good, one more inhale and exhale. Good, walk those hands back forward and then start to stack your spine up as you come all the way back up. All right, so let's do a little hip flexor stretch. So come up onto your knees. We're gonna send that right leg forward as you start to bend into that right knee. Stay lifted through your abdominals here and stay opening up through the front of this hip. So what that means is don't come so low that you start to just kind of hang out in the front of that hip joint, but really stay lifted through here and then start to come forward, and you really, really feel that stretch here. Good, one more breath here. All right, so let's go ahead and switch legs. So bring that right leg back. Left leg is gonna come forward. And then again, stay lifted here in those abdominals and then start to come forward, shoulders relaxed. Just deep breaths, trying to open up the front of that hip on that right side. Good. And then go ahead and bring it back up. All right, come to face forward. Let's do a butterfly stretch. So bringing those feet, soles of the feet together. Knees are gonna be out to the sides. Just getting a little bit more into those hips. So think of lifting the spine nice and tall, shoulders down, and then hinge forward at the hips. See what you can do here with a flat back. And then we start to round over. Maybe you separate the arms, bringing the forearms to the mat. Let your head here just be nice and heavy. No tension in the neck and the shoulders. And just feel that opening here in your hips, in your back, in the back of your shoulders. Enter in the back of your neck as you let that head drip down. Good, last breath. Good, and then stacking the spine all the way up. We've got one more stretch. So I want you to lay the long way and then come all the way down onto your mat. We're gonna do that supine twist, one of my favorite ways to finish up. So send that left leg to the mat, pull that right leg in towards the chest. Now, first thing, start to open up that hip just towards your right armpit as you grab on just with that right hand. Good, really pull it in, up and away. And then start to bring it across the body. Bring that left hand to the outside of that right knee, and then we twist, looking over that right shoulder. And just hang out here. Trying to release the shoulders down to the mat a little bit more with each exhale. Good, one more breath. Good, go ahead and come back into center. Pull that leg in, give it a nice squeeze, and then reach that leg along. All right, bring that left leg in now. Again, pull it in, squeeze it, and then bring the left hand to that knee as you open that knee up towards that left armpit. All right, now bring the leg across the body as you grab onto the outside of that knee with that right hand, and then twist it over. I pulled a little something in the lower part of my back on this left side the other day, and this just feels so nice to stretch that out. Good, and then go ahead and bring it back to center. Pull that left leg in, and then bring both legs in. Rock yourself up to that seated position, and just come to a nice, easy cross-legged seat here. All right, so spine's tall, shoulders are down. Feel how you feel different now than when you first started. So I hope you feel amazing after that full body 60-minute workout. I have another great one for you to share. So go ahead and click up here if one of these sides here if you want another great full body 60-minute workout. If you're looking for something shorter, I've got a great 30-minute workout for full body as well. So check those out. And it was wonderful being here with you guys, and I will see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.